This is the Awaara Musaafir Show, your treasure of knowledge. Coming back to the elections, 2014, 2019. What are the lessons that Congress has taken from these two major elections?
Don't take Modi ji lightly.
Hmm.
Modi ji brings an X factor.
Yeah.
He is the tallest politician in the country. He is a loved politician. He's an astute politician. 2018, Congress won Chhattisgarh, Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan. It lost very badly in national elections. राजस्थान में मैंने खुद सुना था, मोदी तुझसे बेर नहीं, वसुंधरा तेरी खैर नहीं. People love Modi ji. To there is a group that are Modi maniacs. They may not vote BJP, but they vote Modi. That does not mean that Modi ji will lose because you won the states. At the same time, it does not mean Modi ji cannot be defeated. It's very simple to defeat the BJP, but you have to play on your pitch. Modi ji manages to change the match. Modi ji has done 3 or 4 things right, which helps him win elections. There's a nationalism issue. There is the Labharti, the socialism, the welfare, which is connected to nationalism, and the cultural renaissance. That now gets associated with Modi ji. Therefore, the question that BJP raises, Tina. There is no alternative. You have to not get into the Tina debate. You have to get into how you will impact people's lives positively. It is not a personal fight against Modi ji. मोदी जी कोई हमारे व्यक्तिगत दुश्मन नहीं है. मेरे उनसे बहुत सारे डिफरेंसेस है उनकी पॉलिसीज़ पे डिफरेंसेस होने चाहिए. उनसे नफरत नहीं होनी चाहिए. और देश में एक ये कल्चर है कि लोगों को पसंद नहीं आता है कि आप आपके टॉप मोस्ट लीडर को गाली दें. ये बात न्यूक्लियर डील के समय भी जिस तरह के शब्दों का प्रयोग मनमोहन सिंह जी के लिए किया गया था बीजेपी के उन लीडरों के द्वारा, पीपल डिडंट लाइक इट. दे गिव कांग्रेस अ मैसिव मैंडेट इन 2009. Modi ji personally, that Didi, now you may find politically correct, no to Didi, but people didn't like it in West Bengal. They didn't like it. People don't like it. So don't make it personal with Modi ji. There is no personal enmity. So fight on issues. Get Modi ji on issues. Get him to talk on issues. That, I think, is the chinks in his armor. He's not very good at being specific. The more you get Modi ji into specific issues, because Modi ji is a macro, big leader, बड़ी बात ही करते. Specific में आप उनको फंसा दो. You have to do that. Specific. And Rahul ji has the capacity because he's younger, so he can talk on specific issues. That will create a problem.
But don't you think, मतलब जैसे हमने बात की कि I think so in Ranveer's podcast you have said कि Rahul Gandhi is not your prime minister prime minister वाला candidate.
मेरा है.
आपका है, but not for the country probably. Would you say he is? Because he has no experience.
I think that is a drawback for him.
Yeah, you have mentioned this many times.
I think
that's
is
a drawback
for him. And I feel, I said this on Ranveer's podcast, he made a big mistake not becoming a cabinet minister in UPA too.
Then when he now counters Modi ji, is it even valid कि वो counter करे उन्हें? Because he has no experience. Whereas Modi ji has, firstly गुजरात का जो उनका experience रहा है वो, अब as a PM जो experience उनका है वो.
But Modi ji is not even an MP when he became the prime minister candidate. Of course, he was the chief minister, but his experience was limited to one state. It wasn't limited to the pan India.
Yeah.
Rahul Gandhi ji has now been an MP from 2004 to now 2024. So he would have been a third of 2004, 9, 14, 19, 4-time MP. So 4-time MP. And he's also pan-national leader. So he does have that experience in talking about national issues. So that is not, I don't see that as a problem. What I think Rahul Gandhi should do is not make it personal with Modi ji or attack on industrialists. I think these are two things he should not do. He must talk about crony capitalism, but he must talk about your solutions to the problem. And he must talk about policies on Modi ji. I think sometimes when you make it personal, in a personal battle, Modi ji will win. Not only because of the political reasons he should not do it, also because Modi ji is a senior leader. Don't do it. That's my advice. Fight with him on policies, and then ask questions. And see, we are a democracy. Whoever asks questions, it's okay. फिर आप पूछेगा मैं मोदी जी से सवाल क्यों पूछा, मैं तो ना एमपी हूँ ना कुछ हूँ, मैं पॉडकास्ट करते टीवी पे आता हूँ, तो डेमोक्रेसी गिव्स यू द राइट टू आस्क. वो ठीक है यार, वो पूछो उनसे सवाल, बट उनको उस चीज़ में कॉर्नर करो. दैट्स व्हाट आई फील.
Okay.
Plus, sorry, India Alliance also has such senior leaders, there's such good leaders or administrators. वो लोग तो सवाल पूछ सकते हैं ना. तो वो लोग को सवाल पूछना चाहिए. बट वापस नॉट मेकिंग इट पर्सनल. कल मुझे लगा जो वो ममता जी ने भी कहा पापी, नहीं कहना चाहिए यार किसी
द थर्ड पी.
और मत थर्ड पी मत करो. वो अच्छी बात नहीं है. उनको भी पसंद है ना जो मोदी जी ने दीदी का, और वो गलत था, तो ये भी गलत है. फिर वो कैसे सही हो सकता है? जो आप, जब वो उनका गलत है तो आपका भी गलत है. वो बंद होना चाहिए.
व्हाट डू यू थिंक अबाउट द नेशनल पॉलिटिक्स दैट्स हैपनिंग? क्योंकि ये जितना ज़्यादा पोलराइजेशन होता जा रहा है, एंड इट्स लाइक कि अब मैंने जैसे नाविका जी के साथ में आपका वो डिबेट चालू था, उसमें आपके भाई भी थे, एंड आपने कहा कि वो जो पनौती वाली बात है वो गलत है, बट यू कोटेड जो पहले के इंस्टेंस थे वो. देन शहजाद सर उन्होंने भी कुछ कोट किए. ये चीज़ तो रुकेगी नहीं ना कहीं किसी को तो स्टॉप लगाना पड़ेगा, अदरवाइज एवरीवन इज गोना गो बैक टू द पास्ट, एंड फिर वो वापस से इशूज शुरू हो जाएंगे.
आई एग्री.
सो हाउ डू यू मतलब रिजॉल्व कैसे करोगे? क्योंकि इंडिया इज़ नॉट अ स्मॉल कंट्री, एंड यहाँ पे जो पॉलिटिक्स होता है इट्स वेरी डिफरेंट. हाउ डू यू डील विद दिस?
जय के पॉडकास्ट पे राहुल जी और मोदी जी को साथ में बिठाओ, एक को प्रोटीन शेक दो, एक को चाय दो, और बोलो आपके डिफरेंसेस बंद करो और आप कुछ चीज़ों पे मत करो ये. बट ऑनेस्टली दिस हैज टू बी अ टॉप डाउन अप्रोच. देखो, अगर आप देखते हैं, फॉरगेट हुए वो, मैं किसी नेता का नाम नहीं, पर आप देखते हैं आपका नेता वो कर रहा है तो आप भी करोगे, चाहे जो भी शब्द हो, पी शब्द हो या वी शब्द हो. सो वो वही होगा ना. इट डजंट एंड. व्हाट इज द महाभारत? इट इज एक्शन रिएक्शन एक्शन रिएक्शन. बट व्हेन इट ओनली टेक्स भगवान कृष्ण टू एंड इट ना, वही उसको रोक पाए. सो अल्टीमेटली इसलिए तो वो भगवान है ना, वही रोक पाए. एक्शन रिएक्शन ये बंद होना चाहिए completely. And I think I'm seeing what I said in the beginning. The two national parties, the two main parties, Congress and BJP, should seriously sit, and on some issues come together. एक इशू है जुडिशरी. देश का जुडिशरी चलाएगा. मतलब आप सोचो, कभी कभी हैरानी होती. अब उसको अग्री का डिस्कस करो, पीएम को एसपीजी की तकलीफ हो गई पंजाब में. Judges of, with respect, and I bow down before the Supreme Court. The judges of that are sitting on Prime Minister's security. With lot of respect to the judges, I bow down before them. But can you imagine in which country does the Supreme Court sit on the Prime Minister's security? And the government of India is also happy with it because they want to put everything on the judiciary.
Yeah. And हमारे यहाँ पे तो cases हुए हैं where we have lost our PM due to security issues.
And Supreme Court is sitting. This is an issue for the state government and central government to thrash it out. That there was an error by both Punjab police and SPG, no doubt about it. And you could say more or less ye wo, and the political. Supreme Court is sitting on PM security. With respect to my judges, really, what is the expertise? And again, I bowed down. I'm saying this is humility. How is this acceptable? So you have to understand that there has to be certain. देश जुडिशरी तो नहीं चलाएगा, वरना वो दिन दूर नहीं है पाकिस्तान की तरह. आपके सिटिंग प्राइम मिनिस्टर को समन किया जाएगा. नवाज शरीफ को क्या गया था? सिटिंग प्राइम मिनिस्टर को सुप्रीम कोर्ट समन. व्हाट आर यू गोइंग टू डू? फॉरगेट हु द प्राइम मिनिस्टर इज. कभी मोदी जी, राहुल जी, ममता जी, अखिलेश जी, आदित्यनाथ जी. सुप्रीम कोर्ट इज गोइंग टू समन योर प्राइम मिनिस्टर, और सम कोर्ट इज गोइंग टू समन. So you got to, I'm not saying, I have a lot of respect for the judiciary. I'm not saying the judiciary should be stifled. In fact, I go to the judiciary on everything. But there must be governance. And that governance must come from elected representatives. Similarly for your bureaucracy. Similarly for your foreign policy. Some things you have to come together on.
Yeah.
One more thing I think the two political parties should come together on. CBI, ED, IB, RAW should be made answerable to Parliament of India, not to political parties, not to governing parties.
State capture नहीं होना चाहिए.
नहीं, no, by institutions. अब मैं जानता हूँ, मैं ये कहूँगा तो कहेंगे पर कांग्रेस ने ये किया, फिर मैं कहूँगा बट बीजेपी नहीं किया. उसको छोड़ दो, जो हो गया. इसको पार्लियामेंट्री कमेटी के नीचे लो. Then let them be answerable to the parliament. Because these are officers. आप ये IPS, IS officers have a lot of respect. But they are not running the country, so they can't be given that kind of power. They should be answerable and accountable to Parliament. All parties. So they should be summoned. And they should give their report. In committees. Unlike America, I don't want camera spectacle. But let them they should come every month, sit with particularly opposition leaders and give a report. So it's not misused.
Yeah.
That's when we'll progress more. So I think these are reforms we should talk about.